Let's rub our palms gently, firmly. Get some heat, get some light, press them together, bring them to your heart center. Close your eyes. Bring the tongue gently to the roof of your mouth, smile. Start to focus on your breath. Feel that flow, the ease of your breath, the gratitude, the appreciation for your life, for your experience. Tuning into your inner senses, deep within you, your inner feeling, your inner knowing, your inner vision, your inner hearing. Starting to hone and pay attention to your internal world. In your inner vision, connect to the beautiful sun, the most glorious sunrise. Tune into your inner feeling, feel the warmth, feel the joy, the radiance, the hope of a new day. Feel yourself being uplifted from within. You're going to use your breath and your intention to take in that energy. As you inhale, draw the light, draw that feeling into your heart center. Suspend the breath and the light at the heart center. See it and feel it expanding. Make that gentle warmth and radiance through your whole being. And as you exhale, direct that light through the crown like a big fountain all around you. Inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold it, suspend, expand. Feel yourself bigger, brighter, more radiant, more magnetic. Exhale through the crown, clear out your space. Inhaling the light of the sun directly into the heart. Hold the breath, the light at the heart center. Smile, radiate, glow. Exhale through the crown fountain. Just return to an easy breath. Stay in this space for a moment. Stay with your inner world, your inner senses, your inner feeling. Inhale deeply and hold your breath. Pull root lock, rub your palms, get the heat, get the light, get the energy in your palms, activate yourself. Cup the palms over your eyes and exhale, hold the breath out. Stillness, calm, peace. Decide, take a breath. Hold it, nourish yourself from your palms to your eyes, through your whole being. Everything I need is within me. And as you exhale, float the palms down, flutter those eyes open into your space. Open focus like a brand new baby. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining me in this little 2022, whatever that is. Some kind of shift. It is. We have to acknowledge that there is some kind of a collective agreement on this calendar time that we are ticking off or moving along. And, I will say a few things. I keep saying this fluff in my hair about that. Well, it's interesting because what I was feeling for today, that has been a little bit of a theme, well, a big theme for a while. And I was talking to someone about it, a few people probably about it, is this, again, observing the world and the themes or the, what people seem to be participating in unconsciously, mostly, is this false sense of security. Like a like a false sense of something out there, whatever it is, many things that we can see that people are giving their power to feel secure in some kind of way or safe in some kind of way. And it's faulty, it's false, not because the things that they're believing in do or do not work. That's not the reason. The reason is because they don't know where security and safety comes from. It's from within you. You are the cause. So if you don't know that, and then no matter what it is, you're putting something outside of yourself that will give you safety or give you security, you can see how that soon or eventually will fall apart because you're never safe enough. There's never enough safety outside of you. That is never where security and safety comes from. And it's interesting because obviously we all have that natural, we're here participating in whatever this is, this life experience as a human being, that we have this physical body that we're operating, it seems like, and we want to protect it. We want to take care of it. We want to, it seems like we do, but then it's incongruent. And like all of these things I like to think about, sit with, contemplate, and I'm inviting you to do the same, not in a judgmental way, in a curious way, to know more about yourself. That's what I do. I look at something, I observe it, I think about it. Yeah, I also have told you, I know when I'm judging. I can judge, and I know when I'm judging. Then I say, okay, well, that's my judgments. And then I can just uplift it, forgive it, revise, whatever, and keep it moving. But it's very interesting because, in some kind of way, you observe people thinking that something outside of themselves is going to give them safety or security, and that somehow they want to be safe and secure, but yet they also aren't taking other measures that are very obvious for themselves to keep themselves safe and secure. It's weird, like you would think you would want to take care of your physical being in whatever way that looks like. If we're talking on this level of consciousness, like things out there to do so that I can feel safe. This is one observation that I'm asking, like, why don't you get curious with me and what's going on? Like, for me, it's just like, what's going on here? Like, what is this? What is this saying for me? What can I do with this for myself? In many ways, first of all, to, like I said, revise, uplift, watch my judgment, see how I participated, what is my story, all of that stuff. And then where the heck am I doing that? What am I doing that is somewhat like that? Or can I clean it up? Or is there something that, I'm incongruent with or out of integrity with? So I was thinking about, I've been thinking about all that stuff, like how it's so weird. It's really weird to me that that people just give over their power to, again, like things that seem like very flimsy. It's very, very flimsy. And I'm not just talking about a little piece of paper over your face, like very flimsy things, like that people are like, oh, that'll keep me safe. No, nothing out there is going to keep you safe. You have to know where true safety comes from. What's very interesting that how it's so like easily just outsourced. And so I was thinking about that. Like I could keep going on, but you get my drift. And it's not about criticism. It's an observation to say, interesting. Okay, now what does this mean? What can we do about this? And so I started just thinking about, what I want to listen to today. I usually listen to a few things, or sometimes I'm listening to a book, which this week I have been listening to How to Manifest Your Desires again, probably for like time number 10. because I started listening to it probably in 2018 or something. So it's been quite a few times. It's a gem, a gem and a half, starting chapter 1. And I will talk about that in a second because it's really cool, some of the things in just chapter 1, which I've probably talked about before, but I'm going to say it again because, like today, what was I saying? Repetition. We need to hear it again. I hear all the same things over and over and over again, and I take something new every time. So I'm trusting that you will as well. So when I tune in, like, okay, what do I want to think about today or talk about or share with my friends here? And something just said to me, the pearl of great price. Well, you got to listen to the pearl of great price. And I have mentioned it before, and I've done a Sunday chat, I'm sure, on the pearl of great price, which means you must give up. And it made perfect sense. I was like, oh, how's that going along with the security? Because I haven't listened to it in a while. And I pressed play and I was like, oh, right. Okay. It starts right off with it because it's basically about buying the pearl of great price, which is giving up anything outside of you that you're giving your power to. He mentions astrology, numerology, cards, like all this stuff that you think is out there that has some kind of authority over you. It is you that is giving it the authority, which again is fine if that's what you want to do. But what I'm saying is most people are doing it unconsciously. So if you're going to do that, you should know what you're doing, right? So the first thing that comes on, the first story or whatever in this lecture, I was like, oh, this is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I've been thinking about right here. He said, right away says this little story. Well, it's a little story from the Bible, okay? It's in the scriptures. It says, when a strong man, fully armed, guards his own palace, his goods are in peace. But when one stronger than he assails him and overcomes him, he takes from him the armor in which he trusted and divides his spoil. The very next line, as though it's an afterthought, throws all the light in the world upon that statement. This is Neville's commentary. He who is not with me is against me. He who is not with me is my enemy. So he's saying, so basically right there, okay, so the person is believing in their armor, like they have their house armed or they have guards or whatever. But there's always someone with bigger arms. There's always someone stronger if that's what you're putting your faith into. So what he's saying is, he who is not with me is against me, meaning like, if you're not with yourself, if you don't know who you are, if you haven't aligned within you the reason why no one would come take your whatever that riches or your house or whatever, do you see what I'm saying? Do you understand what that means? Like if you didn't decide that, it's not even like, I wouldn't even say I'm the strongest or, it's more like nobody takes anything. Nobody would ever rob from me. Nobody would ever take from me. I know who I am and I decide. So like in that case, it's not to say that you're never going to put like an alarm or lock your car doors or whatever, because I will say, you could get to that point. But again, most people, I will say most of us are in process, right, of knowing exactly who we are and not wavering. So, there are measures that we take or things that we do, but it doesn't have to be in an unconscious, fearful way, is what I'm saying, giving the power to the locks of the door. Because if somebody really wanted your car or whatever, they're going to take it. Doesn't matter. So you're better to think about all of those things where you're outsourcing your power, or thinking that thing is keeping you safe. If we get back to what I was saying about safety before, and know where the true safety comes is within you. being at peace and knowing who you are, that all life everywhere loves and supports me. And I decide. And anything that comes across your awareness, this is what happens. Something comes across our awareness, like, oh shit, I parked in a sketchy area, somebody might take my car. Or, oh crap, I was around so-and-so and they were coughing and sneezing and sniffling all over the place. Or, something comes across your awareness. And then what do? You take a measure outside of yourself and try to do something out there. Most people, okay, maybe you don't. I shouldn't just claim that. Maybe you're catching it and you're aware and you think that, and then you say, oh, what am I doing right now? What did I decide? I saw that, or I heard that, or I felt that. And what did I decide now? And that's where it is. That knowingness that I bought the pearl, that nothing outside of me, no action that I'm going to take that is not based from my own decision, my own cause, is going to work. It doesn't work. I mean, it may work for that moment, like I'm saying, it may seem to be working, but depending on your beliefs, depending on your assumptions, depending on who you say you are, depending on who you say they are, depending on who you say the world is, or whatever this system is what the results you're going to get. So it's just better to know, to keep always, and this is why I love it so much, super simple. That came across my awareness. Now what? What do I want? Well, I don't want anyone to take my stuff, or, I don't want to get sick or whatever. What do I want? That's the first question. Then who am I? I'm radiantly healthy. I'm always the picture of radiant health. I feel amazing. All my system works in harmonious glory. I'm the best. The system is the best. Like you just like tune into the frequency. What is that? Where is that? What's the state of being? And then big it up and get yourself into a space where you believe it. And if you can't, that's when, okay, you can try to take some little measure, whatever, if you can't get yourself there. But by now, that's the buying of the pearl. By now, why wouldn't you? Like what is the, what's preventing you? Like I always say, like asking yourself, like, what's my, what's stopping me from doing this? Like, what is it? And if you want to say to me, the only answer that I would accept is that it's fun, that you enjoy it. Whatever your answer is, if you say, well, I didn't do that because I want to do this because it's fun for me. Okay, well, that's good. Have fun. I accept that. But really, is it fun? Is that fun to worry? Or is that fun to think, oh, maybe you like to go through a little bit of drama, somebody might take my stuff. Oh my gosh, let's see what happens. Or I might get sick from someone. Like, is that fun? Okay, then go with some fun or some roll the dice. You like to play, a little gambling roulette or something. But it's not really at the end of the day, even that, because it will follow your assumptions and beliefs. So if ultimately you believe that the world is a safe place, or that, those kinds of things don't happen to you, or that you really never do get sick, whatever it is. I'm just using these examples that seem to be coming up quite a bit. So it always will go with your assumptions. But what I'm saying is the buying of the pearl is doing it in a conscious way and knowing who you are and deciding, like we talk about all the time. But this is like really doing it, like really deciding, like you're entering, look, let's say this new year, why not just go for it? Just go for it. In this lecture, Neville says that when he discovered this information about like the Christ consciousness or Christ in you, like that I am God is you, that he withheld a little bit still from going all in or whatever, because he had this astrology knowledge and he had this other stuff. You know, he would do all these, and he didn't drink and didn't eat meat and did all of these things to think that that is being more godlike or being more godly or being more closer to God in that way. And he says, you must give up all of those beliefs and just know it's you. It's your decision. The power and the wisdom of God is Christ, and Christ is in you, unless you fail to pass the test. And the test is knowing that there is nothing outside of you that is doing anything for you, that you did not give it the power. And what the point is to do that consciously. Why don't you know what you're doing, or recognize when you've done it and it's gone a little wonky or a little off course, and then you, instead of keep it out there, like I always say, we do this and then it just sits there, just locks there, like it never changes. If something comes across your awareness and you don't like it, remember, what do I want, and change it. Or if a memory comes across your awareness and it's something you didn't like, or you don't like, or something somebody did to you, right there again, what am I going to do right now inside of me? Not a conversation, not a call, not a nothing, not a tell someone else. It's first this, and then see. I think that's good on the pearl, unless anyone has any questions about that. But I suggest you listen to the lecture and read it. I like to listen and read it at the same time, because then you can follow along. It gets in there in all the different ways. I find it very helpful. And so in the beginning chapters of, this is fun. Okay. This is about manifestation, how it works, because this is part 2. So in How to Manifest Your Desires, in chapter 1, he starts talking about the name of God. And I learned it from Dr. Levy. I learned about this stuff from Dr. Levy. And so it was good, because when I heard it in this chapter 1, I was like, wow, chapter 1, he's dropping these gems right off the bat. Like, this is crazy. I've been studying for 4 or 5 years, this stuff. And it's like, Hebrew letters and their symbols and all of that stuff. And here it is in chapter 1. Wow. Okay. So, so it's very cool though. I wanted to talk about it just quickly, because it's, again, simple, but it's also very interesting, and it has a tie-in to this year and the number of the year and all that stuff. Because what really gets us as human beings, like what really do I always say kind of is the like the thing that either gets us going, like in a not a good way, or gives something its power or its juice from us? The feeling. It's the feeling. Remember, there's a whole book, The Feeling is the Secret. It's the feeling. It's our feeling that gives whatever it is its power from within us. That's like the last piece. Okay. And that, if you listen to or read this first chapter, is described in there through this name of God and the symbols. And it's just really, I love to learn about this stuff and talk about this stuff, because you see that it's fascinating, and it's so it's so perfect. It's so perfect, and it's all right there, and we just don't know. We're just never taught. So the name of God in Hebrew, it's supposed to be a name that you don't pronounce. Like, it's not spoken out as a word, or spoken into, like Jody, like it's not a name like that, but they pronounce it by the letters. So the letters have a name or a word that is the name of the letter. And And that makes up the name of God, I'll say, in Hebrew. So the letters are, but the letters also in the Hebrew language, how it's written, are symbols. And it's beautiful, like really, really beautiful. So if you've ever seen Hebrew written, it's beautiful. So the name of God is Yod He Vav He. And why it's so cool is because in the name, you can see how things manifest, like how your ideas or how your desires or how your intentions have to manifest themselves into this world, be birthed into this world. So Yod is the first letter, and it's like knowing, like, I know that I am, I know I exist. It's like knowing that you are alive, that you are aware, is the first letter or meaning. Loosely, briefly, okay? I'm not a Hebrew scholar, okay? So just give me a break. So Yod, the knowing that you are. Hey is the desire, is the thought, the initiation, like what do you want? Like, hey, like a fire type energy. It doesn't mean fire, but that's like, knowing who I am. Now, once you know that I am, from that comes like what a direction, like what do I want? So that's the first thing, initiator, like something coming out of that. And the symbol for Hey is Yod is a hand. So like, looks like supposed to be a hand. It may be loosely, also doesn't look like that if you look at it, but that's what they say. How we touch the world. And Hey is a window. So it looks like a little box. And so the first Hey is like a window into yourself, is the inward window. The next letter is Vav, which is like a little mini 7, but some people say that it is a nail. So it binds what comes before with what comes after. You're going to get the picture in a second. Or I was taught that it was like the brain and the spinal cord, or the spine together, like your nervous system. And Vav also has a value of 6, as the letter value, numerical value is 6. What does this year have a numerical value of? 6, 222. So it's a feeling. Vav represents, 6 also represents love. Vav is the feeling. So, hey, you thought of something, and then Vav gives it the feeling, is the nail that binds it to the second Hey. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey is the second Hey, another window. So the window in gets the feeling Vav, and then the window out to the outside world, the other Hey. Now, if you think about that, there's 2 Heys, one on the either side of the Vav. So it's like, this is the mother Hey, and the Vav, the love, gives it the feeling. And the other Hey is the daughter. It has to be born. So basically, your desire, then you give it the feeling. It has to manifest. It is in the name of God. That Hey, like, you see what I'm saying? It replicates itself. It is written in the name, that whatever you desire, you give it feeling. It has to come. It is the baby. It is in the name. Yod, Hey, Vav, another Hey. So that Hey has to manifest, has to come into reality. So why do I get all excited about that? Maybe you don't even know what the heck I'm trying to say, but I'm just saying, like, this is what is happening all the time. It is written. That is what is happening all the time when you know. So why I'm trying to say all this is relax, know that this is what it is, has to happen. Like I keep saying, this is the after effect. It is beautiful when you see it. And Neville, I'm sure, explains it way better. And also Dr. Levy, but it's just, it is so beautiful to see it and to realize, like, wow, That is so cool. The last cool part, and like super cool, is in the name of the Son, like Yeshua or Jesus, whatever you want to say. It's the same letters, except they add a shin in the name. Yod He Shin Vav He. Okay, so it's the same. So in the name of God is everything that ever was thought, was created, was felt, is always going to be. You cannot erase it. You cannot change it. You know, every thought you've ever had, every action you've ever taken, everything you've ever done, of everyone, because it's God, the totality of all that is. It cannot be erased. It cannot be taken back. It's just always, always there for eternity. That is the law. That is the name. That's how it goes. But in the name of the Son, which is us, how we're operating, God Ki Lo, we were given the grace, the mercy of this shin in the name. And this shin is, some people call it a tooth. Neville described it as teeth or a tooth, which I never have heard before. It's like a W. And I was taught that it was like a flame, and shin means fire, flame as well. So in the name of the Son, because not everything that we think or feel or initiate or desire or whatever, have the thought of, do we want to manifest into our world? We do not. So we were given the grace of that shin, that tooth, that fire, that we can transmute it, transform it, change it before it comes into our world. So we have that little space of grace when you see it. I don't have a board, I can't show you, but it's just beautiful. It really is beautiful. And these are the kinds of things that if you are curious or interested, this is what I'm always trying to say to you is learn, fill yourself up with the truth, get curious, look at these types of things and realize, wow, like this is written, it has been and has been, and people know this and they operate it in this way. And yes, it makes religions and all that stuff, but we don't have to use it in a religious way. It is just the knowledge of, you know, how this reality operates, how we as a divine being operate in this whatever experience it is that we're having here. The psychological drama of man or woman. So we have that mercy to do revision, to, you know, transmute something, to forgive something, to change it before you manifest it onto the screen of space. You go the inward little window in, and you give it the feeling, but you can change it around. Before you give it the feeling, you become more and more aware, more and more conscious, and then you can externalize it into your world. I hope that made some sense. But it's these kinds of things. Yeah, I really suggest taking some time, whatever interests you, but go with whatever you feel like, you know, seems interesting to you. It doesn't have to be studying the Hebrew names of God, but it is in chapter 1 of how to manifest your desires. And then he goes on to, of course, repeat and repeat and repeat and extrapolate it and tell different stories of how that is. But just the very basics of knowing that this is how it goes. Whatever I put in and give feeling to is what's going to come out. That's how it works. So back to the pearl, like, why don't I just do that all the time? No, knowingly do it. You're doing it unknowingly. We're all doing it unknowingly and giving away power and making all this stuff. Why? Again, like I always say, why? Ask yourself. And not in a judgmental, mean way, just like, can I do something different? Can I start collecting back once I'm aware, once I notice, oops, I put it out there. Can I call all those things back to me and do some experiments? Really just test it out again, test it out, because you cannot prove it wrong. And if you persist and if you really know what you're doing and you just have faith in yourself, but really it's hard. Is it hard to have faith in yourself? And why? Why is it hard to have faith in yourself? Ask those questions and then transmute it, transform it, decide, do something else, be loving with yourself. Understand that you're doing this all the time. So just be so loving and gentle with yourself and excited. Be excited. Have some fun. But yeah, stop giving your power away. Okay, let's do a little soothing. A little soothe and smooth. Because again, if your mind is all over the place, if your nervous system is all over the place, if you are fearful and worried, well, sometimes, yeah, it is challenging to call yourself back if you don't have a foundation of calm, or even know where to go or how to do it to get calm. So that's why we do these things, or one of the reasons, as an extension of our state of calm confidence, of knowing where it starts is me. So I have to get myself in a harmonious space, in a calm space, call all the things. This is one of our easiest and most brilliant tools: our breath, rhythm, order, harmony. And then it's easy after that, but you have to be consistent with yourself and disciplined in order to do that. Then you apply it. Then you're like, this is fun. Let's see what we can do. I look forward to seeing things that I think are out there so that I can call it back and do something different and get a different result and be like, I can't, I can't fool myself anymore. But it's good. It's in a good way, because let's see what we can do instead. Something really good, fun. Okay, I know that's enough ranting. Smile, relax your shoulders. See if you can start tuning into, again, being aware, conscious and aware of as much as you can. So, and even if you're not, like when you're sitting here, open focus, just scanning from the top of your head down through your body, through the tips of your toes. Just release all tension. Just say to yourself, I'm completely calm and relaxed. I feel at ease. My system is working in harmony. Everything is working for me, for my good, for my benefit. And you just feel that collective sort of relief in your whole system. And then from that space, you can expand yourself in a relaxed way. Even if it's challenging, you stay relaxed. Stretch yourself. Inhale deep into your chest and lungs and hold the breath. Try to inhale more into your back. Inhale a little bit more into the sides, more, a little bit more. Smile a little bit more, a little more, one more, hold. Now pull root lock, pull navel, pull diaphragm, relax your shoulders, activate yourself, decide, smile, exhale, relief, relax, dissolve, ease. Feel the expansion, feel the shift. It should be right away. You feel like, wow, ooh, this is good. Okay, inhale deep and hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, expanding more, soften and expand. You can do it. More, one more hold. Pull root lock, navel, diaphragm. Even if you're just imagining it, pull the light up into the brain, enlightened mind. Exhale gracefully, close your eyes, release, relax. Feel the shift, enjoy it. Open your eyes, open focus. Inhale deep and hold the breath. Inhale a little more, a little more, A little bit more. Expand in all directions more. A little bit more. Smile more. Smile more. You can do it. More. One more. One more. One more. Hold. Pull root lock. Close your eyes. Pull it up. See that light up your spine, into your brain. Enlightened mind. And exhale gracefully. Release, relax, dissolve. You know, people take substances to change their state of being or get to an altered consciousness. And there is some research that shows that deep breathing, but I haven't investigated what kind of breathing produces DMT in the body. And DMT is a substance that people take to have visions, or I don't know what they take it for. But yeah, like to all change their state of consciousness or have a, like an enlightening experience or something like that. But you have everything you need within you. Everything I need is within me. And I want you to feel those, to know that you have that within you, that you can use your breath to achieve, you are achieving an alternate or altered state of consciousness in the most positive and harmonious way. Because also, again, when you're putting your power outside of you unconsciously, even if it's like the person's happy and thinks it's good or whatever, and it's a good experience, you don't have control over that because you gave your control away. So then could be good, could be not good, could be good for the person, not good for the person, alternating or altering their chemistry, their chemistry in their body, because you're working on a physical plane when you can do it yourself energetically with your breath, with your intention. And then you can access those altered state of consciousness just through your breath, or sometimes if you've done the breathing, just through meditation, So sometimes even just doing that more breath, when you exhale and relax, if you feel into it, you can feel the energy, you can feel just so something so simple. I just want you to pay attention to the things that you're feeling and what you enjoy, and then do more of that. Okay, cover your right nostril. We're going to do left nostril breathing. Again, it's like bathing your nervous system, soothing your nervous system. Very good for people who have trouble sleeping or whatever. Just again, with conscious awareness, I'm doing this as an extension of my state of being of perfect health, my state of being of perfect calm, of whatever you want to say. But yeah, inhaling through the left nostril, just stay relaxed. I'll find a nice calm music. Inhale through both nostrils. Just hold it. Feel the soothing calm, stillness. Exhale, hold it out. Peace, nothing, calm. Inhale, reach. Inhale more. Hold it, shake, 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 shake. And exhale. Inhale and exhale. That is a very good breath to do at nighttime. I mean, anytime you need to calm down. But it's good if you want to go to sleep and visualize before you go to sleep. If your mind is all over, you're thinking about the day or whatever, well, revise your day, that would be good. But you can do that breath and then lay down, and your mind should be, your system should be calmer. Alternatively, if you don't like that, or if you want to do something else, you could also do this, what we're going to do now, our 4-4-4. You can do healthy heart, fold your index finger, bring your middle and ring to your thumb, and stretch your pinky on your lap, wherever's comfortable. We're going to inhale 4 sips, hold 4 counts, exhale 4 sips, hold out 4 counts. Anytime you bring rhythm, everything in your system follows. The mind follows the breath. If the breath is all over the place, the mind is all over the place. When you bring the breath into a rhythm, the mind has to follow. So always remember that. Anywhere you are, you can do it anywhere. You don't have to do 4, 8, whatever. You could do 2. So it's not so conspicuous with people around, like whatever. Just give yourself an order and you will be fine. Okay. 4-4-4-4. Find the beat that works for you. Hold your breath. Inhale deep. Hold. Exhale, hold it out. Relax. Now reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Inhale more, stretch. Hold it, shake it. Hold your breath. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Just sit quietly for a moment. Just notice what you notice through your whole being. Can you expand your awareness beyond the physical? Go into your inner world. What is your desire? What is your intention? What are you thinking? Who are you being? What is your feeling? What is the feeling of that? How does it feel to be who you say that you are? Find the naturalness of the feeling. The ease of everything. Memorize the feeling. How easy it is. How everything always, always works out better than you imagined. Bring your hands to prayer. Stay in your heart. Feel your appreciation for yourself, for your awareness, for your experience, for your learning, for your curiosity, for your growth. Just bless yourself with love, loving thoughts, loving feelings toward yourself. You are perfect, exquisite, pure love. Know it, feel it, remember it, and then be it. Be that, be the one who is that. Inhale for the prayer of light. Love before me, love behind me, love at my left, love at my right, love above me, love below me, love in me, love in my surroundings, love to all, love to the universe. Peace before me, peace behind me, peace at my left, peace at my right, peace above me, peace below me, peace in me, peace in my surroundings, peace to all, peace to the universe. Inhale. Light before me, light behind me, light at my left, light at my right, light above me, light below me, light in me, light in my surroundings, light to all, light to the universe. Inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, guys.